Hi, I'm Charles.
And I'm Aiden.
And we are doing Biomass Energy. Alright, today we're going to be discussing biomass energy and most about it. The first thing we're going to be talking about is the pros and the cons. We're going to be talking a little bit later about the cost and how it's made.
Yeah, you worded that really well. Biomass energy is a really good renewable energy that we'll be able to use for a very long time.
There are many positive qualities of biomass energy. The first one being that it's renewable.
Yeah, well, it's very renewable because there is an abundance of plant material and animal waste on the earth.
It's also clean.
Well, they use fire, and that fire creates CO2, but they're actually able to contain it.
And finally, statistics show us that it's not too expensive to run on a daily basis.
Yeah, actually, researchers every day are actually trying to make it more cheap for the average man to afford. There are many positive attributes to biomass, but there are also some negatives. The first one, it takes some live tree material from the forest.
So this one's pretty straightforward. The key word in this situation, though, is it takes some. Not all live material is burned from the forest. There are a lot of down trees and dead trees, or trees that are soon to be dead, that are mainly taken and burned.
Yeah, we'll put that well. Another one is if agriculture is no longer harvested, there's no waste to burn.
So as we know, after animals eat, there are byproducts that come after. That is generally burned into biomass, if not used to put back onto the land as fertilizer.
Yeah, and those are the negative attributes to biomass.
So I'm going to describe how biomass energy really gets created. What ends up happening is, as we described before, down trees fall. When they fall, they get chopped up into little pieces of wood and sent into a furnace. Above the furnace, there's a pipe filled with water. The fire from the furnace heats the pipe, which heats the water. Hot water creates steam. That steam then gets pressurized and sent through tunnels to spin a turbine. As we learned, turbines can be spun and generate electricity. That electricity then gets sent to the grid and eventually out into the power lines to your homes.
Hello, I'm Dr. Dove, and today I'll be talking to you about biomass, the cost of biomass energy. Alright, well, it costs 15 cents to 80 cents per kilowatt hour. That's a levelized state cost, and $3,000 to $4,000 per kilowatt generated, and that is the cost of biomass energy.
Okay, let's review. Remember that biomass energy is both renewable, clean, and relatively inexpensive per kilowatt hour.
The cons are that it takes some living plant material, but the key word in this is some, so it doesn't take all. Another thing is that if no agriculture is grown, then there will be less animal waste to produce less energy.
Also remember how it's made. We take down trees, live plant material, or animal waste, chop it up, run it through a furnace, heat water, which then creates steam, pressurize the steam to spin a generator, and generate electricity that's coming to your home.
The cost is relatively cheap, 15 to 80 cents per kilowatt hour, and $3,000 to $4,000 per kilowatt generated. Thank you.
Thank you.